Right, fruity muffins. First of all, to make life easier for you, so we know what we're making, you can follow the ingredients and the method. I've put it up on the board for you, but also I've got some laminated sheets for you to use while you work. What I've done today, because this is such a short lesson, I've weighed out the first 3 ingredients. The self-raising flour, the baking powder and the sugar are all in the brown bags. The milk you're going to have to measure out. The egg is on your tray. The oil will give out and share out as well. And the fruit, you're going to be able to decide which fruit you're going to use yourself. And we'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. Optional, 1/4 of a teaspoon, 1/4 of a 5 ml spoon of mixed spice. Who can tell me what the word optional means? Talk to me.
You don't have to use it.
That's right. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. If you want to, you can. If you don't want to, that's fine. The only thing I haven't done is I haven't decided what fruit to use. And again, on your trays, you've got a banana. If you want to use banana, these are massive bananas. I would suggest you find somebody to share a banana with. The apple, they're not too big. You can have a whole apple. And we've put some fruit, some tinned fruit. It's important if you use tinned fruit, don't use the juice as well because it'll make the mixture too wet and runny. So we've got some drained mandarin oranges, some pineapple, which you might want to cut up into slightly smaller chunks, and we've got some tinned peaches, and again, you might want to cut those up into slightly smaller chunks as well. I've collected my equipment. Let me just have a quick word about the equipment. The muffin tins I've put over there along with the muffin cases. The rest of the equipment that you need is in your cupboards and drawers, except for the sharp knives, which are just over there in the knife block. Remember, I've counted the knives in, out, so I need to count them back in again. So when you've washed your knife up, don't put it in your drawer, put it back in the knife block. I've got my bag with the flour, the sugar and the baking powder in here. For anybody who wants to put mixed spice in, I would say it's a good idea to put that in now. And the 5 ml spoon is a small teaspoon that's in your drawer. So 1/4 of a teaspoon approximately. When you use a measuring jug, have it flat on your table, all right? And pour very carefully into the measuring jug 250 ml of milk. 250, am I ready? Yeah. Stop, okay, fine. I'm going to very simply add my oil to the milk. And how much oil do I need? Somebody tell me, because I can't see behind me. 50 ml, so 250 plus 50 equals? 300. Right, so we do to the 300 line. This is easy, isn't it? Very carefully. Now, the thing I haven't done is prepared my fruit. And the reason why I didn't prepare my fruit is because I haven't decided whether I'm going to use bananas or apples yet. And either of those are going to go brown if I leave them. With muffins, very important, you don't have to over-mix it. So it doesn't matter if you've got a few little lumps of flour. Can you see this? All right, it's not really completely smooth. Muffins, perfect. In fact, if you over-mix them, your muffins will be tough. If you want to prepare a banana, cut it in half. You have one half, somebody else have the other half. And I would probably recommend that you just mash it on a plate. All right? Dead simple. You eat the skin on the apples at home, don't you? Yeah, so do I. So I'm going to grate the skin of the apple. And I'm just going to grate it onto the plate, and that's going to make sure that I've got really nice fine pieces of apple in my muffin. Okay? Real easy. While I'm popping these into the tin and using 2 spoons to put my mixture into the tin, if you wanted to make these muffins slightly healthier in terms of flour, has anybody got any ideas about what you could do or how you could change the ingredients? Yes, Mrs., talk to me.
You could use whole grain flour.
Well done. You can use wholemeal flour. You can use part wholemeal flour, or you could use all wholemeal flour. Excellent. You might not be aware, but I'm trying to be very careful and make sure that I put exactly the same amount of muffin mix into each muffin case. Have a think about this and tell me why you think I'm doing it. Why do you think it's important? Yes, the smaller ones will cook quicker and the bigger ones will take longer to cook. They won't all be cooked in the same amount of time. So it's very important that all of your muffins are exactly or more or less the same size, so they cook in exactly the same length of time. All I need to do now is to pop them into the oven. Remember to use an oven glove when you put your tray into the oven, and because these are all electric ovens, it's very important that you put your trays in long ways, because the heat in an electric oven is down the sides. They will cook very, very evenly that way. It's taken me about 15 minutes to make my muffins. So if I say to you, your muffins need to be in the oven by about 10:45 at the latest, and then room tidy, everything washed up, put away neatly by 11 o'clock. Anything that you don't understand or anything that isn't clear before we start? Okay, let's start cooking.